everyone, and welcome to Movie Phone Unscripted. I'm Nikki Reed, and I'm here with the director, Nick Guthe, of our film at the Tribeca Film Festival called Minnie's First Time. So we're going to interview each other with some of your questions, and I guess some of our own, so be nice. And I'm going to start with the first question. Was the character of Minnie based on a real person?
Not really. No. I mean, I've known a few girls who are a little bit crazy, but it was more of a philosophy about life. It was more that somebody wanted to live their life by this idea that they would try anything once, and if it was worth trying, they were going to do it. You know, I had wanted to write a movie about a character like that, and then I read some articles in the newspaper about girls in the suburbs who were becoming prostitutes for fun, for kicks, which was the craziest thing I'd ever heard. They didn't need the money. They did it for the thrill, and I was like, this is insane. And that was the genesis of it. What was it about the script for Minnie's First Time that you really connected to?
I think I was just fascinated with playing a character who couldn't be more different from myself, and really just understanding the character, because I read scripts and I don't just look at Minnie or the character I'm playing. I looked at Diane, played by Carrie-Anne Moss, and I looked at Alex's character, and you try to find a reason for everything that they do. And so for everything that Minnie did in the movie that was, well, I would say it's not very justifiable. I mean, you know, it's not, they aren't reasonable things. We can't really explain them. You go to the root of it, and this really was a touching story to me, just in the sense that this girl came from absolutely no love and no affection and no attention, and I felt like she was doing all of these things just so that someone would turn their head, you know?
Yeah.
And that was the only part of Minnie that I really felt like I could relate to a little bit. What do you miss most about New York City?
What I actually miss is I miss walking around on the street. I miss seeing people and just contacting people in a much more personal way. In LA, you are always in your car.
What is the best piece of advice you could give someone looking to direct their first feature?
Okay, this is easy.
Speak to me, Nick.
This is easy. Well, for you it's easy because you've already done this. One is write your own script. Then you control,
so you think writer-directors
then you
have a better
control
chance.
your own material. And if people try to scare you off of it as the director, actively and aggressively, then you know you have a good script. If people are really mean to you and say like, oh, nobody will ever let you direct this, that means the script is actually...
Oh, right, because it took you, like 6 years to make this.
But the other really important thing is, I'm looking into the camera for this one, go to acting school. Learn how actors work. Learn their process, because on your first movie, you're not going to have enough money. You're not going to have enough time. And we did maybe 3 or 4 takes most of the time, at most. Yeah,
and you know what else really helped is that, like, especially we had a lot of amazing people in the movie, but they were busy, and so sometimes, you know, Carrie-Anne could only rehearse from, you know, Tuesday to Thursday, and Alec, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I was working with you a lot of the time. So most of the time it was you and me in a room together reading these lines together and working on the scenes together, and so I agree with that.
I think most directors get obsessed with, you know, with the camera and where the camera is, and it's not about that, because if people don't care about the characters on the screen, doesn't matter how pretty the picture is. Do you find that people have trouble separating you from your roles?
Yeah, I do. 13 was my first film, and the irony is that the character Tracy was based on myself, and I played, you know, the opposite, basically, and yet I still walk into a room and people go, wow, you're really different from Evie Zamora. How is that? And you know, it's like smile and nod. Okay, yeah, thank you. But it's true, I do connect for the most part with dark material. After I did 13, I was like, it was very stupid of me. It was very naive. I said, no TV, you know, no studio films where the girls aren't, you know, where you can't curse and you can't do anything, and, you know, PG-13, not for me. And I just think that was very naive, because, like, you know, as I've gotten older and I see that there's other material out there, and I keep turning my head away from it, thinking that, you know, if it's not an independent film, then it's not good. And that's not the case. And I was just, you know, I was just on the OC, and it's not something I ever thought that I would do. I've done a bunch of different things now, but I would like to be able to walk into a room one day and like a character in a script that is not, you know, bearing skin and wearing pounds of makeup and having her hair flat ironed, and have people say, you know, we could possibly see you as that, Nikki. Finish this sentence. The 3 things I love about movies are...
You know what I love? I love coming to the set every day in the morning and not knowing what the day is going to bring. And that, no, but I mean,
no, but it's
I mean, we have a schedule, but I'm saying being surprised every day by
keep doing independent films then.
What you guys, just what you guys brought to the set every day, which was there were always great ideas that were made the movie better and fun, and we were able to incorporate them easily. I love also working with an entire crew in a way where it's like everybody's pulling on the same string. Now I can say this for sure. I love showing it to an audience for the first time.
Oh,
because
good.
I hadn't done that before last night, and it was amazing.
Thank you to Movie Phone.
And thanks to you for watching and sending in your questions.
And
please, Minnie's first time, come see it. Late July.
Late July.
New York and LA, and then around the country after that. I'm mad at it. You're great.